Hey guys, it's Alphas again. Welcome to the fun world of anonymity, setting up your path, toll-fed path or toll service. I hope you have had a look to my previous videos, so where we did explain different ways of getting toll-fed using different options, using different operating systems and some other services. So if you really missed it, I really recommend you to go back and have a look into that, so you will get a more clarity on what we are going to do this time. Um, This video we are focusing more on creating domains and hosting your websites in Tor and developing custom reverse shells over Tor and yeah, those kind of stuff. Even hosting applications using manual way and using the stem package of Python. So we will look more deeper into that this time. So if you really missed the last video, I really recommend you to go back and check it if you are interested in. Otherwise, you can just continue with this one. Anyway, this is going to be fun because it's more coding this time. So welcome back. We will explore the part 2 of this one. So let me go to my Linux machine and show you what exactly it is, what we are going to do. So here is a actual reverse shell code. One more thing, I did this as a part of my offensive Go series a long time back, and I was playing with this one to make it shell over the toe. Because last time I don't know how many of you had tried the shell that was running or using the netcat option, and it had some limitations, especially if you are running it on Windows. I was getting some kind of errors sometime, and some part was not working. So what I plan to do something my own and just customize one so we can have more control or sending commands to the victim and getting more control over the victim. So as a part of that, I just modified my shell over HTTP that I did as a part of Offensive Go. Um, yeah, and one more thing is a part of my tool AV Buster. So yeah, and after this demo, I will be adding this to the AV Buster just for fun. I'm sure it will be really difficult to get um, someone who is using Tor and getting a shell or the Tor. Yeah, but it's fun and it's something really good to know that there's a possibility of getting that. And even if you're using Tor, you should be very careful when you're running. Um, Binaries, some that's untrusted binaries. Yeah, it's a kind of awareness. Yeah. So basically here we are just doing here the server area where we have to update our Tor domain, and before building this shell HTTP shell application, so we are just basically setting up our proxy using the Tor and just instructing the client variable to use that proxy. That's the basic function. That's all. Everything else remains the same as the shell or HTTP. And if you are not familiar with Golang, this might be alien world for you. But if you are, if you know a bit of programming, it will be really fun if you go through this code. I will host this code on my GitHub on the same Torchlight Path project, so you can have a look into that. I have already explained these tasks on my Offensive Go series. Uh, but I was getting still I'm getting a lot of requests to start a voiceover session for the Offensive Go, so I will plan that in future. Here, this is a shell, HTTP shell, and this is a manager. Manager is nothing but it's just listening on this port. There's an important thing you have to note. I don't I don't know how many of you have tried the offensive Go series and the shell creations and manager creations. Normally, we try to open a port on using the 000. So what does it? I mean, it does mean that it listens to all the interfaces. But here we have to explicitly set it up with a loopback IP because of the Tor configuration that we are going to do in this machine. You should be careful on this one. Just set it as loopback and set a port, any port you want. And one more thing you have to be careful is that this port should match the port that we are going to set inside the Tor RC file that we are going to change. Basically, after that is the same. I just made some modifications here, just updated the way it works. I like the look and feel of the actual Tor manager compared to the HTTP Universal Manager. So yeah, that's it. And basically what we are going to do here is we will be editing the Tor RC file. So if you go check the Tor RC file, uh, what you have to do is there's a hidden service and hidden port area that is normally it will be commented out. You have to uncomment it. So where is that? Mm, yeah, it's here. This is the area we need to uncomment hidden service and just note this path. This path will have the actual host name. The our that we are going to use that uh, for our reversal. In fact, you can instead, if you are thinking to host a domain, I mean host your own website, you can do that using the same way. But here, I'm going to use that as a reversal domain. And the next thing is a hidden service port. So what does this means that when whatever request that comes to this port is going to forward to this port of this uh, local loopback IP. So that's why I told you it should match with your reversal manager IP. Actually, your reversal manager IP doesn't have any kind of change other than the loopback IP here. If you check my previous HTTP reversal stuff using the Go, the main difference is that it should match this port and loopback IP should match here with the manager. So normally we can host an application, as I said, if you want, instead of the reversal manager, you can host your own application that I will show you after this. So what I did was I just create another set of code to update this one because it's coming here and modifying and editing every time is really big task for me. So I did just automate that and it's not here. Where is that? It's somewhere here. Oh, where is it? This again is too late for me. Okay, let's open it and show you. Yeah, to configure later. It's just doing the same thing that I was showing you. I just made it just for both Windows and Linux, so that's why I am accepting the path from the user as a command line. Otherwise, what you can do is you can just directly, without accepting this one, you can directly edit that /etc tor rc file, and you can do the same thing. Basically, it's just do this same thing that I showed you. It checks for this line and replace that with this line, and checks for this line, replace it with this line. Edit the same file, save it. That's it. So I'll show you how to build and run this. For this one, better to create terminal and go to zero than using the red one. I don't like the color, is too disturbing for me. So what we are going to do is yep, this side here in this folder, and let me check it. .config updater. Go. Basically, you can build. Uh, you can convert this Go to a binary file using Go build option, or either otherwise you can use the Go run if you want a temporary check, but it's advisable to use Go build. Normally I do that. Anyway, I will do offensive Go series, so it will be more clear. Now just follow this one, just build it, and hopefully it will be here. Yeah, this one, just run it. This is going to do the same thing that I explained here. Instead of doing it manually, we are going to do it using this one. That's all. I hopefully this will work. Let me check it after running it. Oh, yeah, we didn't specify the path. So here it's etc. Now etc to rc. Yep, this is a path. Yeah, is updated. Yes, hopefully it will be. Uh, it's a command one. Let's check it again. There's a hidden service. Hidden service. Yeah, it's uncommented. So it's uncommented now. So what I have to do is you just start, check the door status. It's active, in fact. Just stop and start it for safety. Now the Tor service is started and the Tor RC file is updated. So the next thing we have to do is we have to build uh, we have to build this manager, uh, the manager that we develop, because the manager is going to be listening on 8080, the same port that we configured with the Tor RC file. So we have to build the same. Just moving to root just to ensure nothing will block us. Go build. Before doing that, I forgot one more thing. You have to check one more thing. Cat. There's a folder or the directory that we uncommented. Here is a here is the one that holds your domain. Cat. Control Shift V. Hostname. It's not there. Let me. Oh, maybe the permission. Yeah, that's why we just go and do the teaching. It's here. See, this is domain it created for us by default. So it's that much easy. You just edit the Torah.c file and just start the service. It just creates this domain for us. Now you can use this domain either for hosting your application or using doing this kind of funky stuff. It's up to you. So what here we are going to do is we just keep this and we update this in our client app. And as I said, uh, we will be where was the other where was the other domain? Yeah, this one. Where did I? Yeah, we are going to build uh, the HTTP shell. I mean the shell manager or the Tor. What is the name of that? It's Storm Tor shell manager. Go build Tor shell manager. Yeah, it's success. Tor shell manager. We are Now we are going to run this one. Let it listen here. Tor shell manager. So now it's listening on port 8080 of the loopback IP, and as per the configuration of our Tor RC file, whatever comes to this domain using HTTP is going to forward that request to this shell manager. It should be. So the next thing what we had to do is we had to update this one. Copy selection in our shell file. So this is domain. We are updating here. Uh, yeah, rest is the same thing as I explained already. So just build this one also. We So we have to move to this folder and go build shell.go, hopefully without any error. Yep. Ah, sorry. One more thing. Yeah, I can build using the same. If you are planning your target is Linux, you can build the file using this one. And if your target is Windows, there is another command you have to use. Uh, that is this command. You have to set up your target OS and architecture that you are planning, and then build it. Here I'm targeting the Windows, so my target architecture is 32-bit, just to ensure that it runs on every architecture. So I'm and just making it as an exe file because I'm targeting Windows. Yeah, then your oh sorry, this command is wrong. In fact, it should be the shell, not the manager file. So the manager http shell, or just let me copy this one. Yeah, when you run this one, I just copied it because otherwise every time you have to type all these stuff. Uh, it's 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 really difficult for me to do that every time. So after running that one, yeah, Tor win.exe. So now almost everything is ready now. I think our service is running somewhere. Which shell it was? Here it is. No, where was it running? It started somewhere. Oh my God. Ah, it is here. Keep it here. Here it is. Our manager is running here. So the next thing what I have to do is let me copy this. Uh, Share this one with uh, my Windows. Here I'm just copying to the shared folder that I share with my virtual machines, and here it is. It is now there. Hopefully I can take it from here. Yeah, here it is, the Torwin. Just copy to my target machine, desktop. Yeah, one more funny thing I will show you. It's still running here. So just ensure that my Tor is running. Yeah, it's listening on. So my Tor service is running here. Just make it sure using the services. So double check and ensure. Uh, yeah, it's here. It's running. So basically, suppose the attacking scenario is very, very weird and very, very rare. Only if the victim is using Tor to browse or do some other activities, then only we can check the victim's reverse shell connection. So here, if everything works well, we will get a shell. Uh, we will go back and check it once again. Uh, Here our shell is running. Shell manager is running. So next thing, run the tool win. Yeah. Anyway, this will not block you. Okay. Uh, yeah, you got the shell. Now we got the shell. It's an HTTP tunnel over the Tor domain that we configured into the Tor win.exe. Just I showed you the source code for that. So it's a fully customized shell control now. So we can, maybe it's a bit slower than the normal reverse shell that you do or normal HTTP. Uh, yeah, a bit faster than I expected. But yeah, but not that much faster. Just check. Oh, sorry, IP. Oh my God, I'm typing some IP config. Yeah, yeah, we got it. We are into that machine now. Yeah, this is a way of getting a customized HTTP shell over the Tor. So it's very easy to set up. Just edit the Tor.rc file, create your domain, update your domain with your shell application, and let your manager application run on your machine uh, on the same board that you configure inside the Tor.rc file. Yeah, that's uh, that's for that shell or domain .onion. I mean a custom shell. I'll host this code to my GitHub so we can have more deeper look into that, or you can modify this according to your need. You can add more features if you found. So the next thing, yeah, the next thing is we can do the same stuff. Next I'm going to show you how to host an application. Like the same way you can host an application. If you have a web app, and you can do the same stuff. Instead of running the HTTP, the shell manager, virtual manager, you can just run your own web server or your own app, whatever it is. I'm going to show you that now using the stem package. You just try the same method. Instead of running the manager, you can just run your application. Only thing is just ensure that the TOR request, the forwarding port is matching with your application listening port. That's the only thing. So here, the next thing is, what was that? Yeah, using the stem package. So for that, almost same method, in fact. Um, this area is going to be, this code is need a bit change. It's going to listen on 8080, in fact. Last time, I don't know how, as I said, if you didn't watch that last video, please go and check it on at least on the last part. There we did was we used this Python stem package to create a domain, and then we used that domain for the virtual connection. But we were using Netcat for that. But this time we did the reversal using the other option and a custom shell, custom developed reversal. For this time, we are going to use this stem package to host an application. So it's the same thing, same password I have used. I have explained about this password and authentication stuff on the last video. So you just, yeah, if you don't know what exactly this is, just go and watch it. And yeah, we are just authenticating using the password that we already set. And this method will create a hidden service for us, and it will be forwarding that request from port 80 to 8080. In 8080, currently we were running this one. I think it's done, right? Yeah, just ensure that stop. Yeah, we were running this manager application used to get the reversal, but instead of that, now we are going to run another application that will be a completely web app. Uh, so yeah, I mean, anyone can access that using the Tor network. So let me check that for you. Let me run that first. Yeah, so this is a one. Uh, this is a piece of code. It's very easy. It's only a couple of lines. It just creates a domain for you, and there's a huge difference. This creates another domain, but if you do it manually, I think you have watched that, right? Just see the difference. This is a different domain that it created for. I mean, the Tor by default, the Tor RC file configuration. After editing that, it created this domain for me as a Tor domain. But this uh, create ephemeral hidden service function will create completely different domain for us to host our application. So let me take you to the Tor RC file again, just to show you which part we are going to edit. Here, last time we edited the hidden service and port. This time we are editing. I mean, we are just. I think it might be already there because of last time I did the same thing. Control Alt. Yeah, this is a yeah. This password is a password that I used my Python script to get connected. I have explained how to create this hash password in my last video, so just you can just Google it, otherwise you'll get it. Just uncomment this area and to ensure that this authentication matches. This password hash is the same thing we used on the Python a stem package. It should match, otherwise it won't authenticate. So this is the area that we had to uncomment and create a password for this .rc file and just do that here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just stop and start for the safety. Like sometimes it makes error. Just go and start the service. Yeah, now the door is restarted. So what next is to run this Python. Oh yeah, the domain generator is connecting the door. Soon you will get this. Yeah, it created a new domain for me. This is my domain, and it's listening on port 80. So what I have to do is I just keep this here. So now what I'm going to do is see, this is different from that our previous domain. So I'm just moving this one. CD, go back. I'm going to host my AV Buster on this one, Onion site. I'm going to use that the new Onion domain and hosting my AV Buster there. Oh, before that, I will show you what exactly I'm going to here. Is starting. So yeah, AV Buster is going to run on the same port that we configured using the Python script. So whatever request that comes there is going to come here, and when you're browsing to this Onion site, you are going to get this AV Buster application. So source, go build AV Buster, go. It's because I didn't install that in my root. So the best thing is cd home alpha just cd so I'm just showing it as for demo. If I go deeper into the Go era, it will take more time. I don't want to waste the time. It's just a concept that you can, how easily you can host your application. That's it. I mean, I will explain those errors and other stuff when I'm doing the offensive Go series, so it will be easy for me and for you too. avbuster.go is done. So we are going to run this one here. Maybe if the permission isn't good, not going to be the issue. I think this will be, yeah, here this is a avbuster latest version and is running on this port. Now let me cache this using this one. Hopefully the permission won't be an issue for us. Copy. Let me check it using the Tor browser. Connect. Expecting my AV buster. If there is no error. Ah, yeah. Yeah, see how easy it is. Like now I have fully functional application I hosted in this domain, onion domain, so anyone can access this one. If you're running over Tor, anyone can access this. Yeah, I think that's all for this video. That's what I planned. Let me check. Did I miss out something? Yeah, this is a continuation of the last video, so it's recommended if you missed that, just go and check it. We did manually, and we did the reversal, and yeah, I think stem package. We created the domain, hosted the application. Yeah, that's it for this video. I'm preparing for the E2 E I2P path to anonymity. Hopefully, I can do it as soon as possible. In fact, I'm spending more time on modifying my AV Buster latest version. So yeah, bit time. I spend more time on coding these days. So let me try to make it for the I2B. Till then, bye. See you on next video.